Good day everyone. In today's tutorial, I want to take you through ArcGIS basic tools for beginner, which is more an introduction to ArcGIS. This is in response to some of the frequently asked questions by some of our audience and students. So today we are going to go through some of the basics and necessary tools in ArcGIS. To start with, launch your ArcGIS. I have pinned my ArcGIS here. So just click to launch the software. So ArcGIS 10.8 is coming up. Currently, I'm not connected to online resource. That's why it's showing me notification. And if I choose to do that, I can do that later. Yes, because I have so many projects done already on this system, that's why it's bringing some of the recently opened projects. However, since we are starting afresh, I'll just close this page. And here is the interface of ArcMap. Now, here is the menu bar, and here you can see different menus here. And here is the toolbar where you have a lot of tools that you can use for operations and analysis. And here you can see the button bar as well. Actually, the interface is a function of your settings. If there is any tool you need that you want to pin here, you can just right click here, and here you can enable as many tools as you want here. For instance, if I am not interested in editor, so I can uncheck it. Once I uncheck it, it will disappear from here. And if I need it, I'll click here and check it again to enable the editor. Now, basic tools in ArcGIS that are very necessary. And here, the menu bar, here you can see file. If you click on it, this is where you can open a new project. And here, this open, you can open an existing project. If you click on it, you will navigate to your existing project and bring it in. But we are not doing that. Then if you still come back to this file, here you can save your project, and you can also export your projects from here. Now, let's go to insert, for example. If you come to insert, here you can insert a new frame. And if you come to selection, here you can select by attributes or by location. Because I've not added data, that's why it's inactive. And here you can see geoprocessing, where you have a lot of tools that like buffer, clip, intersect, union, merge, dissolve, and so forth. And here you have customize, where you can actually use the toolbar, and the extension also is available here. Now, to add data, you come under this toolbar, and here this icon is to add data. For example, if I want to add data, I will click on this icon. Then it will prompt me to navigate to my folder where I have my data. So for example, let's assume I want to load this data. I'll select it and click on add. Here you can see it will bring in my data. And here is the table of contents. The table of contents shows you all the data or layers you brought in, just as you can see here. Then here is the data view. In data view, this is where the data you brought in is displayed, just as you can see it here. Now, the next tool here is this zoom in tool. If I click on it, you can zoom in just by clicking and drag to an extent and leave it. So it will zoom in your map, just like this. Then if you want to zoom out, come back to this tool. This is zoom out. You can just click, it will zoom it out, or click and drag to zoom it out, just like this. Then you can actually zoom to extend in two ways. For example, you can click on this icon for full extent. If I click on it, you can see it. So if I zoom in again, another way to zoom to extend is to right click the layer and click on zoom to layer. It will zoom it to layer. Then this tool is the pan. If I select it, I can pan my map to anywhere or direction I want it to go, just like this. The next important tool here is the undo and redo. For example, if I want to undo the layer I added, I can click on this icon, which is undo, and you can see that it has been undone. If I want to redo, I can click on redo, and the operation or the process will be redone. So here is the Arc toolbox. The Arc toolbox is the window that allows you to access geoprocessing tools. For example, if I click on it, it will open the Arc toolbox, and here we have a whole lot of geoprocessing tools. You can see various hundreds of tools that you can use here, and most frequently used is the spatial analysis tool. If I click on it, here you can see conditional tool, you can see density, distance, extraction, generalization. If you are working on groundwater, there are tools here you can use. If you are working on hydrology, there are tools you can use here. And here is interpolation tools. Different techniques of interpolation are available here. And also map algebra is here for you to use your raster calculator. And if you are carrying out overlay analysis, here is it. You can see fuzzy membership, fuzzy overlay, locate region, weighted overlay, weighted sum. All these tools are available, and if you want to reclassify, you can come to reclass and you see reclassify here. So there are so many tools here. And if you are working on statistics, here you can see spatial statistic tools. If I click here, you can see a lot of statistical tools that you can use here. They are all available. So let's close this page. Now let me show you another important tool. It is called search tool. This search tool helps you to search for a particular tool that is hidden or that you don't know where it is located. So this is the icon of search. It helps you to open the search window to search for data, maps, tool, etc. So for example, if I click on it, it will open the search tool. For instance, if I'm looking for a particular tool that I don't know where it's located, for example, let's assume I want to clip a particular portion of my map using mask. So, and I don't know where it is located. I can just come here and type mask, for instance, and click on search. It will search for it and bring all the tools that has mask in it. For instance, this is extract by mask under spatial analysis tool. So I will click on it. It will open the extract by mask table, and here is it. So if you don't know where a particular tool is located, this search window helps you to search for a particular tool or even your data. So let me close this. Another important aspect of this is the catalog. The catalog windows helps you to access and manage your data. For example, if I click on it, it will open the catalog, and from here I can connect to a name folder. I can access my existing folder. For example, if I want to access a particular folder on my desktop, I'm already connected, such that I can click here, connect to that very particular folder on my desktop. For example, this tutorial folder, I can access it, and here I can see some of my data that are under that folder. And if you want to connect to a particular folder, you just click on connect to folder. If I click on it, it will prompt me to select the folder I want to connect to. For example, if I want to connect to this, I'll just select it. Once it is selected, it will show me the paths here. Once I click on OK, it will be added to the catalog. So let's close this. Another aspect of ArcMap that I need to show you is the layout. The layout, here is the icon. If I click on it, it will bring the layout. This is where you design your final map. Add your elements, add everything you want to add before exporting it, just as it is here. And of course, I can use a particular shortcut here, which is to change layout. If I click on it, I have an existing template, so I can choose an existing template and click on finish. So this will automatically add all map elements to my map. Another tool I want to show you is the refresh tool. Here is it down here. This is very useful when you carry out or run an operation and after completing you are not seeing the results. So in that case, you need to refresh the interface of ArcMap. So if I click here, it will refresh the interface such that if there is result of an operation that is hidden, it will be able to display. So that is the function of this refresh. Or you can equally press F5. Then another tool I want to show you is the draw tool. If you come to draw, you can draw with rectangle just like this. It has drawn a rectangle. And to delete, just press delete key on your laptop. Also, you can draw by polygon just like this. You can draw by polygon. And also you can use undo to remove that last action. Then you can draw a circle. Just click and draw. You can see it here and you can undo. Let's go to data view. If I come to data view, there is a particular tool I want to show you. It's called identify. The identify tool helps you to identify geographic features by clicking on them or dragging a box around them. For instance, if I select this identify tool and come to my map and click at any point, it will help me to extract information from my data at that very particular point I click on. For instance, you can see information about that very point I click. You can see that the pixel value is 2, the OID is 1, and you can see the count, and the class is trees, and you can see the area of that very particular point. So if I click at another area or another point just like this, the value will change accordingly, and you can see that the class is built up area. So the identify tool helps you to quickly extract information from a particular geographic point and display the information as a summary just like this. You can see the location, the coordinate of that very locations. So that is the function of identify tool. Let me close it. Another thing to show you is in a situation where your table of contents disappear or is not showing, or you mistakenly close it just like this. If it happens like this, to restore it back, just come to table of contents. This is the icon. Click on it and it will be restored. Alternatively, you can come to Windows. If you click on it, you can see table of contents here. So if you click on it, it will be restored back. Guys, this is the basic tools in ArcGIS that I think are very important for you to know. I hope this video is helpful. Thank you for watching.